Well, guys, we're going to get into this video, honey, because we are learning more information with regards to Towanda's wedding. Now, if y'all watch the Braxtons, that was like a scene that I just skipped. But now that we're getting more information, we know exactly what happened at Towanda's wedding. We saw her crying. Honey, let's get into what actually occurred at Towanda's wedding.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Well, we have learned about more information with regards to Tawanda's wedding. Now, if you guys recall, we did see her crying, didn't really understand what was going on, but now more information is actually coming out. Now, not only are we receiving that information as far as, to how she was upset about how things transpired at her wedding, it seems that Tracy's son, and that's Kevin Jr., is addressing bloggers, honey. He is tired of people saying that he been getting high, drinking, or whatever it was that these bloggers been saying about him. In fact, he's saying that he's sick and tired of you all talking about his auntie, particularly old bald head Towanda, trying to pretty much take over what Tracy has left for him. He simply says that it's not true. And he can say whatever he wants, y'all, because I believe that she did do it. So we're going to get into this video in which he sat down with his father again, and he went into talking about Tawanda's wedding and pretty much not being able to attend Tawanda's wedding because his girlfriend had had a miscarriage.
I don't know how to start this, but I wasn't there because, for one, I lost my license. I don't know where I put it at. I mean, long story short, right? So I had it in my bag, right? I had it in my bag, and I had it in like a secret like pocket. And so I was already looking for it for like a good month, correct? So out of nowhere, I dumped my bag out, my wallet falls out. So I had found my wallet like a week prior to that. Well, the same day that I was supposed to fly out to Atlanta, I had an emergency to attend to. So I had a choice to make. I'll go to that emergency or go to the wedding. And I had to choose the emergency instead.
So what you're telling me is they had bought you a ticket, you were supposed to film, and you supposed to have been in the wedding.
It was
You got measured for your tux. You had your tux ready.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me all that happened?
What I'm telling you is there's two things that happened. There was two things. I identified my wallet after the wedding. So that was the one. And the choice was for me to either drive down or go to the emergency.
So you remember I was talking to you during this time. So you remember I was talking to the entities who was supposed to have been getting your help, right?
Yeah.
So remember I was involved in this process.
So I didn't get the measurements because I didn't go down there. I never went down there.
You had it done up here.
I did. Oh, you know what? You're right. I did get measurements. I had them up here. I did do that. I forgot about that.
Let me say something.
Let me say
something to you. I've been in 33 weddings. 33 weddings in my life, right? I understand the wedding process. And I've been them in so many different ways, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying to you is, these are the questions I was asking. And on top of that, I've been on 2 reality shows and 2 movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand the process of people being involved in the process.
Yeah.
Right? So, and by the way, I'm your father. I raised you.
So what I'm saying is, I did get measured. I did. You're right. I did get measured because the girl I'm talking to, she did take me to get measured. And then that same week, emergency happened.
Where was your suit at?
I got measured at, I'm not saying the company name, but I got measured at the place.
So your suit was there?
I didn't have a suit there. The suit was in Atlanta.
Okay.
The suit was in Atlanta. But I did get measured, but I couldn't go for the 2 weeks. I didn't have my license or my the emergency happened.
let me say this to the fans. It's sad sometimes when you parent and you like parent in a way like you shouldn't be in that, but you in that. So in these processes, I just try to make sure my man is good. Because he's raising a child.
All right. So, producer, you can cut it out or not. I can fact check this. I'm going to say it. I'm probably going to be cussed up for it too. I'm going to say it. So, what pretty much happened, I'm not going to talk in code. I can clip this, whatever. I had a miscarriage. I had a baby on the way. So, that was my emergency. So, when I called the producers for the show, I was like, you know, I can't find my license because I lost it in my bag. So he was like, what are you going to do? I was like, well, I can try to drive down there. I was like, all right. So I called one of my friends up. I was like, so we can get a rental. We can shoot down to Atlanta. I can go get my suit because the lady for Tawanda's wedding, she texted me. And then I was like, I called the producer. I was like, well, I didn't get my suit yet. And he was like, it's already here. So I'm like, okay. When I was talking to my friend, my girl called me. She was like, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. I'm going to the hospital. So I was over at my sister's house that day. My sister took me to her job. I called the ambulance. The ambulance came, took her to the hospital. We was in the hospital for like a full day, from 2 p.m. to like 6 a.m. the next day. So I'm just sitting there taking care of her because the doctor just said she had a miscarriage. All right, now I can't go. So I had to call my aunt and say, like, yeah, I can't make it. You know, my girl just had a miscarriage, so I had to miss the wedding. You understood that. I kept it on secret, on hush-hush, but since I keep getting asked, and then it's making it seem like Towanda just pretty much said, no, you can't be in it. Nah, I was in the wedding.
So what we're learning is that Kevin Jr. was supposedly supposed to be in Tawanda's wedding. He was supposed to film, as you guys know. She did have her wedding on the show, which I really hope but wish that they could have skipped because it was extremely boring. But at any rate, he did say the reason that he didn't go was, I mean, he had lost his license. And then he said that obviously, to get on the airplane, you got to show your license. But the crazy part is this guy said he was willing to drive. And I'm like, you going to drive on the highway with no license? Okay. So he was willing to drive, but then learned that his girlfriend had had a miscarriage and he didn't want to leave her, which I totally, totally understand. But at any rate, he's clearing it up to say, that he was in fact invited to the wedding. And as I watched the episode, it kind of made sense then as to why Towanda bald headed ass was crying. Y'all know I have no sympathy for Towanda, by the way, as y'all can probably tell. If you guys recall, Trina had to leave the wedding. And then Tony was at the wedding, but then Tony had missed so many events. And then obviously her nephew wasn't able to come. So I can kind of understand. And then Traci not being there, why Towanda was so emotional. But Kevin Jr. goes on to say some more stuff, y'all. Basically, what he's saying is he tired of. I know what blogger he's talking about. I'm not gonna mention it. You guys let me know what y'all think in the chat. But he's talking about a specific blogger talking about things associated with him, Traci's estate, and getting toe down and toe up from the flow up because people have said he's been on drugs, which he states that he hasn't been doing anything but drinking. Let's get into it.
Miscarriage by herself. I mean, I feel like a shitty person for that. Her first child, my first time dealing with a miscarriage, I'm not doing that. That's not happening. I had to pick and choose. As a man, I had to pick and choose which one's worth it. Me staying with my girl that is miscarriage or go to a wedding. I mean, we pretty much involved. We've been dating for, a year plus. I made the decision to not go. I said not to go. Now, like I said, I could have drove down to Atlanta because I didn't have my license. I didn't have my physical license on me. But I could have my friend drive me down there. He has a friend down there. I could stay with either my grandmother or my cousin. I chose to stay.
Now you have it. So in that process,
And then also, I got other. I guess it's the blogs, right? The bloggers too. I've been dealing with this grief with my mother, right, for 3 years, 3. It's been 3 years.
3.5.
We're going on four,
3.5.
3.5. Almost going on 4 in a few months. Now I would say in the beginning it was hard to deal with. There's a lot of things that was just transpiring. Like I'm gonna say with how the funerals went, how like I didn't have time to grieve, how I didn't have time to like maneuver myself so I can really sit down and like ponder on what's been going on with my mother. Last time I see my mother, when I was living together at the house and stuff, looked bad, looked sad, and I didn't want to see my mother like that because I didn't want to. The way cancer is, and it breaks your body down, and it literally, like, it's horrible. We'll touch on the next clip.
Yep. Hey guys. Yeah.
I got a lot to say though, because it's a lot been said. So I guess we're gonna tune in.
Yeah. Grieving is real.
All right, so I was grieving for a little bit, for a while. There's no kind of substance besides me drinking that I'm on. So all that one blog is saying, all that about me, it needs to cut it out. Because you're speaking false narratives, especially with me and my other aunt. She don't have no kind of control over me. There ain't none of that going on. So we can cut that out. All the fans saying that I'm being controlled by my aunts and they have this narrative that they're speaking to my head. I mean, we talk every, here and there and stuff, but as far as when it goes to them controlling the legacy or the estate, I mean, I have the last say so. Me and my father's working together. We're going to make things happen. We're going to build this foundation to the best of his ability. We also have music for my mother. So we're going to just keep rocking like that. But as far as everything else, me and my father still grieving. It's only been 3.5 years, like my father said. So it's the holiday season. I say check on your friends and their families. It's hard right now, especially if you have lost ones. Be a human and be there for each other, man.
That's it.
Love you too.
Now, it looks like the blogger that he's referring to, I said I wasn't going to say it, but I believe he's talking about Sherelle's World. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, because I know I did see a video or two of her referencing, him potentially being on something. But I thought it was rather strange that he addressed that, and it really does seem like his aunt Towanda, who he references in the video, has taken this sudden liking to him, because it just seems really fake. Okay, we know that Towanda is a scammer. They saying that the lady allegedly stole her own mama's social security check. Towanda has been accused by Tamar of stealing her credit card. So Towanda is somebody to definitely watch out for. But for some reason, he seems to want to protect this family. And it just seems like they're not really helping or protecting him. As you can see, after he made the statement about the fans actually feeling like Towanda is no good and trying to steer him in whatever way that we all think that, that is what she's trying to do. He addresses the blogger and pretty much saying that he's not on any type of drugs. The only thing he's been on is alcohol, and he said he is still grieving. But it was interesting that he didn't even know, how long his own mother had been, deceased. I don't know if that's part of, it just being so much that you don't recognize, but he definitely seems to be a lot off. Something is definitely not right. He addressed the wedding, not being able to attend the wedding. But it does again seem like he is pretty much going against, Sherelle's world because of Towanda. Because if you don't know nothing, or you've probably heard about the situation between Sherelle's world and bald-headed ass Towanda. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think, what do y'all think about Kevin Jr. And everything he's done thus far? I like to see him and his dad sit down and come together. But for some reason he just wants to protect a family that didn't even show up to his own mother's funeral. Y'all let me know what y'all think.